Hello, Williamson County. I'm Kerri Hudson, and welcome to It's About You, an informational program about the classes, activities, and special events offered by the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department. Well, 2018 has flown by, and as we enter into the last month of the calendar year and our winter season, the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department has a calendar full of community events planned to keep everyone entertained, engaged, and active during the upcoming holiday season. From musicals to the magic of Santa, we offer some type of program your whole family will enjoy. Today we're going to spend some time with our programming administrator, Laurie Kamunen, who's here today to talk about our upcoming children's theater performance with the Starbright Players, as well as a variety of Santa events. Laurie, thanks for joining us today.
Good morning. Thanks for having me here.
It's a pleasure to have you back in the studio. I feel like we haven't seen you as much as your staff has grown over the years, and you have other individuals kind of over some of the programs. We don't get to spend as much one-on-one time with you, but it's always excellent to have you back into the studio to talk about the things I know that you are truly passionate about.
Absolutely.
And I feel like over the years, one of your largest passions for the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department has been our children's theater program, the Starbright Players, and all that they have accomplished in their over 20 years of existence.
Absolutely. It's hard to believe it's been over 20 years already, but that is definitely my pride and joy of things that I have been fortunate enough to be able to create for the residents of Williamson County, and it has been a beloved group of children in and out over those 20 years. I see many now that are grown and are moms and dads themselves, and they'll come up to me in public and different events and say, hey, do you remember me? And oh, Starbright meant this much to me, and this is what I'm doing now. And some are still performing, others are not, but they use the gifts and talents that they learned through Starbright for public speaking engagements and various things like that. So it's nice to know it's made a difference.
Tell us a little bit about the Starbright program itself. It started with very simple roots, but has really grown into an exceptional program.
Absolutely. It actually started in 1997. I taught the very first 8-week theater course that culminated in a production. And we had 30 plus kids in that, so I knew at that time that it was definitely something that the children in this community would flourish to and get a lot out of. But I was smart enough to be able to go to the department director and say, we need a real theater director in here. That it's one thing for it to have been my passion and something I did growing up, but I think we need somebody in here smarter than I am that can do the job a little bit better. So we were fortunate enough to find Holly Shepard, and Holly did our first 11 productions. And then we were blessed to get Leslie Milstead on staff. She is the language arts and theater director for Freedom Middle School. And so she directs shows there for school, but then she does our 2 productions a year too. And so it's pretty amazing to have her and her crew. The families that have been in and out and have been fortunate enough to work with Leslie are blessed indeed, and we get so much positive feedback from families that have been in that experience, and parents that even have a little, when the kids have grown and gone on to other things and have outgrown the program. I think it's harder on some of the parents than it is necessarily the kids to leave all the volunteerism and the things that they do helping make Starbright successful.
Successful. Well, successful is a great way to describe that program. I always feel like there's so many things we could talk about when we talk about Starbright. Just its 20-year history, over 40 productions, just the number of kids from that first show with 30 kids to casts of over 100 that we produce now. Just the range of musicals that they've done over the years, and all the different talent we have seen come in and out of that program. The parents and the families as well. Starbright is not just a children's theater group.
Oh, no.
It is a community of people that are alive and well in Williamson County, and it's everything from that mom who shuttles other kids, her own included, but other children to practices as well, that build sets and props and all that good stuff that it takes to bring these shows together.
Absolutely. We would not be able to do it without the parent volunteerism and the creativity that they bring to the production. Is amazing, between adding things for costuming to set design. And that's what's great about the program, is we've seen growth, and not just the kids and the type of programs, but what everybody brings to the table between different casts and crews and things like that. We now have a set designer and stage manager who just does unbelievable work. And she has furthered our crew program so that it's an experience the entire time, not just some kids showing up the last week of rehearsal to figure out how to move set pieces. They're involved in this entire process. They have to basically come in and audition for her just like the kids audition for the show. We have 20 plus crew for this next production that we have, and they have been here every step of the process, and they are helping in the creative part of putting the set together, doing all the construction and the painting and that type of thing, and then they will be, you know, assigned their portion of the show on what's they're responsible for moving and helping with the lighting and the sound, and so it's its own element outside of just the actors themselves. So seeing how that part of the program has grown has been something really unique this time.
I think so, and I think it just goes to show that there are so many other things for children who are interested in theater of what they can do.
Absolutely.
Yes, you can act. Yes, you can sing and you can dance, but you might have another area or interest or talent that can lend itself in this world.
Right.
And you know, being a vital part of a crew for a production is another great way. You know, and just there's so much that kids can glean from these experiences.
And the actors don't look as good on stage if the crew behind them is not doing their job. So it's an important element of production. And so I'm glad that we're teaching children that aspect of it as well.
Absolutely. Like I said, it's a full ensemble program.
Absolutely.
We're touching all kinds of different parts of this. Let's talk a little bit about this fall's production. You guys are doing the very popular The Music Man.
It's one of my favorite shows. The music in it is fantastic. There's a lot of enjoyment. It's happy, it's light, but it's just got so much behind it that I think it's a classic that everybody knows. And what's amazing is, you know, the lead song, 76 trombones. We have 76 kids in this cast, so it's just perfect for this show to have that number as a standout.
It absolutely ties in very, very well. So we have 76 kids that were cast in the show. I know they've been working very hard over the past couple of months getting ready for this big show production. Tell us a little bit about the process after auditions that these children go through to get a show ready to present to the public.
Well, it's a lot of work. For 76 kids, you have to really lay out what the rehearsals are going to be like. Not only are they learning lines, they're learning dance choreography, which is very intensive. They're learning blocking. They're learning how to get in and out of the theater in unique ways because we have a very creative setup for our theater and using all different kinds of entrances and exits and things of that nature. So it is quite an undertaking that when you're doing Starbright, we have rehearsals for 9 weeks, and you are rehearsing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday evenings for 2 hours. And then when we get into that last week of rehearsal, then there's a lot more intensive trying to finalize the show, doing your tech rehearsals, and then your actual dress rehearsals with costume and makeup, and then getting prepared to lead right into the show. So there is a lot behind the scenes. It is a lot of dedication. Of course, with Mrs. Milstead being a teacher herself, she's very adamant that the kids bring their homework with them, and if they are not on call to be either on stage or in one of the other rehearsal areas, they are to be in their seats working on homework quietly, diligently, and making sure that they stay on top of their studies.
The staff that our department has put together, or that has just kind of naturally come together to lead the Starbright Players, is truly remarkable. You talked a little bit about the history of our director position, but then the coordinating staff that goes with that. Miss Milstead has a wonderful team.
She really
that
does.
Really top to bottom takes care of these whole productions.
Right. We have 2 programmers on our side from Parks and Recreation that help oversee the business portion of putting a production like this on. But the team of directors is fantastic. We have, like I said, Leslie is the main director, and then Aaron Lamming is our choreographer and assistant director. Mackay Kerr actually grew up in the program. He is our new music director, and he's brought a really whimsical, imaginative, and the kids respond really well to his direction, even though he's not much older than most of them. He's done a fantastic job in this role. Brought in some really creative ideas on how we can use the space for the musicians that are playing alongside for the musical. And so that's been really entertaining. And then, like I said, we have a great set director, set designer, and Megan Hargrave. David Gallagher has been a volunteer parent that has come in and just done fantastic things, helping with a lot of the set design, our t-shirt design for each show. And he's also helping us with our new playbill that's more in line of a nice production program instead of some of our copy machine programs we've used over the years. So a lot of different elements. And then, like I said, we have some parents. Matt Moyle has just been fantastic. He came in and built our pirate ship for Peter Pan, which was just spectacular. And so we're very thankful to have some craftsmen and people like that alongside the directorial team to put all this together.
Well, they're putting it all together for a 4-day run of The Music Man coming up the last weekend in November, first weekend in December.
Yes.
We have performances that will be taking place Thursday through Saturday, November 29th through December 1st at 7 p.m. and then a Sunday matinee December the 2nd at 2 o'clock for The Music Man. All of these shows will be held at the Freedom Middle School Theater, which has been a wonderful partner with us for many, many years now and helping us produce these larger scale shows for children's theater.
And it's allowed us to offset and create new programs that we've been able to bring to our Academy Park Performing Arts Center. A lot of the Starbright musicals, because of how many children we cast, and we didn't want to disrupt what a successful program that is, and the fact that we do cast large numbers. And so our Academy Park venue, we have used that for Starbright, but we had to reduce the number, and we just didn't want to stay there with that. Giving as many children the opportunity to perform is absolutely possible. But that allowed us to create new programming in our theater, such as the Rising Stars, which is our new junior program for younger actors to help develop their skills so that they can transition into the Starbright program as they get older. And then we also have this Stars on Stage, which is this show youth choir, which is really excited to do. They've traveled around and opened for lots of different festivals and been involved in various things. So those activities are happening at the Academy Park Performing Arts Center, which has been very fortunate that we now have a place of our own to perform. But Freedom Middle School has definitely been a great partner over the years and still houses our main Starbright program. So we're thankful for their partnership.
Absolutely. All right, well, tickets are currently on sale for The Music Man. They are $10 a piece and are available online through our website at wcparksandrec.com. We hope you'll join us for one of these great shows for The Music Man. I know that anyone who attends the show will not be disappointed.
No, not at all.
Great. Well, we do have a lot of other holiday events to talk about today as well. 'Tis the season for all things holiday-tastic, and Williamson County Parks and Recreation has a lot of great programs coming up in the next couple of weeks. We're going to take a quick break, though. When we come back, we'll spend more time talking with Laurie Kamunen about upcoming community events with the Williamson County Parks and Recreation Department.
I'm Special Agent Dennis Fetting with Homeland Security Investigations. We investigate crimes on the internet. I want to keep you and your child safe from digital dangers. So I'm out of the Nashville office, and we have 14 special agents, criminal investigators in the Nashville area. We cover all of Middle Tennessee, so we cover from the Tennessee River all the way over to about Crossville and then the northern and southern borders of the state. We work heavily within all of the counties in Middle Tennessee. One of the things that I hear is that Williamson County kind of exists in its own sheltered bubble, that nothing bad happens in Williamson County. I'm a resident of Williamson County and I enjoy living here. I love being here, but I am here to tell you that bad things online do happen in Williamson County. These things are happening to our students. They are happening to our children. We work a lot of investigations that start from Williamson County, or people from outside of our country, outside of our state, are reaching out to our children in Middle Tennessee, in Williamson County, in rural areas, in metropolitan areas, and they are victimizing our children. Parents need to realize that cell phones, tablets, they are the great equalizer. These kids can reach out to people on the other side of the world. They can transmit their photos, their videos to people that they don't know, and we have seen some very bad and very scary things happening to our kids in our community in Williamson County. To report suspected online child exploitation in Tennessee, contact Homeland Security Investigations at 615-664-5501.
Welcome back to It's About You. We're talking today about some of our upcoming winter programs and community events. We spent the first half of our show talking about the upcoming Star Bright Players children's theater performance of The Music Man that will take place the last weekend in November, first weekend in December. Then after that, we switched gears into holiday mode with Williamson County Parks and Recreation. We've got a variety of different kinds of events planned for really everyone of all ages, mostly children, but kids at heart too, that want to be involved in these kind of fun memorial holiday events. One of the keystones to what we do every holiday season, though, are our Santa's mailboxes and the letters to Santa.
Yes, we've been doing those for 26 years now.
You're like, let me think back to my start date.
Yes, let me think. So, but we've been doing them a long time. And we are excited. We still have lots of children that look forward to this tradition and drop off mail to Santa and make sure that our department gets those letters to him so he can respond to each and every child.
And it's really a very sweet program. I mean, it's open December 1st through the 20th. We have Santa's mailboxes set up at multiple parks and recreation locations where you can just stop by with your child and drop off their letter to Santa. Every letter that has a returned address included on it will receive a follow-up letter from Santa himself. And it's one of those kind of rites of passage, I feel like. I remember the first year my daughter did one, and I think I was more excited about the fact that we were going to be writing a letter to Santa than she was. And we were cutting out pictures and catalogs and gluing them inside the letter and just having a wonderful time. It's the simple things sometimes.
It is, and it's very unique. And with our Santa events coming up, we make sure that we get those letters to Santa, and even at some of our events, watching him open letters and start looking at how the different ways the kids have put their letters together is very imaginative and always brings him such joy, and gives us lots to talk about on whether he's opened a letter, like you said, with pictures taken right out of the catalog and glued to the page, or you can tell the kids who are just learning to write, and some of the spellings are so cute of how they put their words together, the toys they want. I love the ones where the kids have been like, I haven't been so good this year, but I'm hopeful you're still coming to see me. So we love that honesty in some of these kids. But the letters are very engaging and entertaining, and it's neat to watch Santa's expression as he reads some of these. And we're actually going to have an event this year where kids will be able to, as part of the activity before they get time with Santa, they will get to put their letters together at that event if they haven't already written one. And then when they have their picture time with him, they can give him that letter. They can open that and look at that together, which should be something really memorable for a child to be able to do with Santa, to say, wow, I got to see Santa see my letter and know what I want for Christmas. So we're excited about that.
It's a lot of fun to look forward to around this time of the year. So like we said, our Santa mailboxes will be set up December 1st through the 20th. This year we have five locations, right, participating. They will be outside the front circle at the Franklin Recreation Complex. And then all of their other locations will be inside, and that will include one inside the Fairview Recreation Complex, the Longview Recreation Center at Spring Hill, the Nolensville Recreation Complex, and the Hillsboro Leapers Fork Community Center.
Correct.
So when you are out and about in Williamson County and looking for a place to drop off that letter to Santa, feel free to stop by your local rec center and drop one off there.
And we always love the feedback of how the kids react when they get their letters back for Santa. So just another reminder to people to please be sure you put your return address so that we can get those letters sent from Santa to your child.
Now, the second holiday event that we have is going to be taking place on Monday, December the 10th. It is Snack with Santa at Timberland Park. Since we have opened Timberland Park, there are two holiday events I look forward to the most at this beautiful location. And one of them is Snack with Santa, because it's just such a simple but amazing event for children to attend.
It really is, and it's unique in the fact that it's during the daytime, during the week. So obviously we're looking for the younger kids to really have time to have an intimate setting with Santa Claus and be able to do some activities and enjoy. And like you said, the facility that we have there in the park has a huge stone fireplace. It's just a gorgeous setting, And Santa really spends time with each of the children, walking around during the activities, and then getting their time again for their pictures and things like that with Santa Claus there. And so it's a great facility to have something like this, even though it seems unusual to have it out in the middle of a hiking area, that type of thing. But it is indoors, and we definitely encourage people with young children that are looking for something during the week to do with them leading up to the holidays. This is the perfect event for them.
Again, it is coming up Monday, December the 10th. It'll be from 10 to 11 a.m. at the Interpretive Center at Timberland Park. Kids will be making gingerbread houses at the event, and then also being able to have that little one-on-one visit with Santa and some pictures made as well. The event is free, but we do ask that you pre-register so that we can properly plan for our supplies. Registration is currently available through our website at wcparksandrec.com. Then that weekend, on Friday, December the 14th, we have a very large event planned. It's the event you were talking about earlier.
Yes.
It's our Movies and Cocoa with Santa event at the Williamson County Enrichment Center.
Absolutely, and this is, in the past, we've done a breakfast with Santa for the Franklin event. We decided to kind of change it up a little bit this year. Kids are welcome to come in their PJs if they want, or in their Christmas attire, whatever they feel most comfortable in. But we're excited that we're going to have Santa and Mrs. Claus at this event together. And again, we will have activity time with Santa from 5:30 to 7:30 that night. Kids are going to get to decorate cookies with Mrs. Claus. They're going to get to write their letters to Santa and do some other craft activities and things during that time frame. And then they'll be able to go out and have their pictures taken with Santa and read that letter together with Santa like I was talking about. Really have that one-on-one time. And then at 7:30, we are going to start the movie, The Polar Express, because of course you can't have hot chocolate with Santa without having that great hot chocolate set in the movie. So that's a lot of fun, and we're looking forward to that. If people don't necessarily want to participate, they may have some older kids that don't want to do the earlier activities. Families are welcome to come in at 7:30 just to see the movie, free of charge. But if they want the entire experience, there is a charge for the children to participate. This year we've done something a little different. We've done a price for the first child and then a sibling discount. So that way we'll be able to get more kids in to come have a good time. But we do encourage the whole family to come, be there from the 5:30 to 7:30 for the activities with Santa, and then stay for the movie starting at 7:30.
Yeah, and I really like how you've structured it this year, and you've got those earlier evening activities for the younger kids who might not really sit through a movie anyway.
Right.
We've all been there.
Yes.
And then something for those older school-age kids that they can participate in as well. So
Right.
there's a little bit of something for everybody in this event if you're looking to have one of those memorable holiday experiences with
Absolutely.
your family. Like Laurie said, the cost for the first child to participate is $10. Then it's $8 for each additional sibling. Like always, parents are free with this event. We
Absolutely.
do require you to come with your child, but it is free for you to be able to be involved in this event, and just a lot of great heartwarming activities to take part of. One of the great things with the Enrichment Center, just the space that we have to work with in this facility,
Right.
gives us the opportunity to do multiple different things during this event and kind of spread the activities out so that there can be different stations for writing letters, decorating cookies, visiting Santa, and then a special movie section as well.
Correct. Yes, it's a beautiful facility. It does offer a lot of space for us to be able to do those things. And again, it also has a beautiful fireplace in the lobby area where we'll be setting up Santa for his pictures, so it'll be a great backdrop and everything. If you're looking for the perfect opportunity to come in and have your family picture, parents are welcome to step in and have a family picture with Santa as well. It might be a perfect Christmas card opportunity. So we definitely encourage people to do that.
Very much so. I know we've enjoyed these events for years, and it's every year in the album, there's always that spot for our picture with Santa. And I love that, my child's seen the same Santa every year. They just have a special bond with each other now.
Absolutely.
Or she's at least convinced that they do. And then we have another new form of a special event planned on the east side of Williamson County at our Nolensville facility. It's going to be on Wednesday, December the 19th. It is Pictures with Santa and a winter carnival.
Yes, and typically on Wednesdays at the Nolensville facility, we have the Wiggles and Giggles program, which is set up for children ages 3 to 6. And we have a lot of kids that come to that on a regular basis. So we wanted to use that same time frame when we have the little ones in the facility. But people who don't typically come to the Wiggles and Giggles program, we're encouraging everybody with children under that school age that aren't in school during that time to please come and enjoy time with Santa there at the facility. Again, we will be having an area where they can have their pictures taken with him, but then in the gym we're going to have all kinds of fun activities, kind of more of a carnival atmosphere, carnival games, but all with a Christmas theme to them. So we'll be doing some things like pin the tail on the reindeer and snowball bowling and a variety of other things. So it should be lots of fun and activity for the kids to get to run around and do some fun things and get some goodies out of it, as well as spending time with Santa.
Absolutely. I love these kind of events where there's always another layer. You know, it's big for any kid who gets to see Santa, but then the fact that they can have some other activities and things to do as well just makes it a much funner experience for everybody involved.
Right, and we try to change up the types of activities that we're doing, even though we're doing 3 different Santa events. We want people, it doesn't mean that you can only come to the one close to you, that if there's people in Franklin that would love to bring their little ones out to do some carnival games, we try to spread the love throughout the county, but the county is welcome to any of our events regardless of where they live. So we encourage them to come out. So if any of these are appropriate, or all 3 of them, you want to do all of them together.
Fill your calendar.
That's right. You can do as much or as little as you like.
And then our Pictures with Santa and Winter Carnival at the Nolensville Rec Center. Again, it's going to be on Wednesday, December the 10th from 10 to 11 a.m. It is geared for preschool-aged children or anyone really below the school age.
Correct.
Age. Cost for it is $8 per child, $6 for each additional sibling. So like with our Franklin event for Movies and Cocoa with Santa, it's that one initial charge and then the sibling discount for that program as well. Registration is also up and available for this event as well through our website at wcparksandrec.com. Get registered, sign up, come join us for one of our great, fun, fantastic Santa events. I promise you won't be disappointed.
Not at all. And I don't have the date in front of me. You can look it up, but we've also recently confirmed that our monthly skating night at the Fairview Rec Center, that Santa will be there skating at their event for December. So another Santa sighting, Santa on skates. This could be very interesting.
It really could.
But we're very excited. So that will be fun too. So kids, if you don't have your own roller skates, this is the perfect time to ask Santa for roller skates, since we do a monthly skate there at the Fairview Recreation Facility. So
check it all out. Information about all these holiday events, plus the Star Bright Players Children's Theater performance of The Music Man, is currently available through our website at wcparksandrec.com. Log on, find out information about this, plus all of our other upcoming programs and activities that we have planned through the winter season. You can also follow us through our social media channels on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube for photos, videos, and additional information about all of these exciting offerings. There is just so much to look forward to, Laurie. Thank you so much for being here today and sharing a little bit about what's coming up with us.
absolutely, my pleasure.
And as we close today, I do want to remind you all of our Thanksgiving schedules. In observance of the Thanksgiving holiday, all Williamson County Parks and Recreation facilities will be closed on Thursday, November 22nd. Our main recreation centers in Franklin, Fairview, Brentwood, Nolensville, and Spring Hill will be open the following day on Black Friday, November the 23rd from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Timberland Park will also be open on that day from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then all of our facilities will return to their regular operating schedules beginning Saturday, November 24th. For site-specific information on holiday schedules, you again can visit our website at wcparksandrec.com. I want to thank you guys for joining us for today's show. We'll see you next time. And until then, remember, Williamson County, it's all about you.